We are here in Point Pleasant early this morning so that you guys can watch your light rise. It is sunrise here on the East Coast. And this is my favorite place, by far my favorite place to be. At least out of all the places I've ever been in the world. Being here on the shore when the sun rises, there's something about watching your own sunrise. You know, like that's our sun. That's our sun. It comes up every day. And it's a reminder of our own light and how our own light rises every day. And watching it rise in all of its beauty is it's actually a pretty profound experience. It's a miracle kind of feeling. And I just wanted to make sure you guys got to watch it today. As you could see, I'll give you guys kind of a panoramic here. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. That's our sunrise. I'm gonna let you guys just take in the sound of the waves for a minute before I get into any messages, because sometimes the energy is a message in and of itself, and I want to give you guys an actual chance to feel your own energy this morning first, as the sun literally starts to peek up over the horizon. You can see it right there. In hindsight, guys, I will put it, you know, if you want to skip this part and jump over to the reading, that's fine, I'll do that, but I think this part's important for so many, so we're going to take about 10 minutes and just watch the sun come up. Got a few minutes and you're not already, focus on your breathing. Deep breaths in slowly through the nose, letting your stomach expand, holding it just for a moment, and exhaling slowly through the mouth, holding it just for a second. And exhale slowly Breathing in through the nose, letting the stomach expand, holding it just for a moment, and exhaling slowly through the mouth. Best time to sun gaze. This is your rise, guys. Let today be your day. know if there's a feeling that compares to putting your feet in the ocean. I'm going to get some cards out and we'll get into the message. As you guys enjoy the sun coming up. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you've never seen a sunrise before. Like this. Got a friend this morning. So, I've got all the cards out. And we're going to start the reading. The two cards that came out first. In order to love who you are, you can't hate the experiences that shaped you. And stay away from people who make you feel like you're hard to love. Anything truly awesome about you was created from the life that you've lived. Remember that when you start to wind down the shame spiral. No time is wasted, no love is wasted, no tears are wasted, no breath is wasted. You being you is important, and every single thing that made you is of value. So first and foremost, don't feel ashamed of who you are and how you got to where you are. And secondly, even if you have spent portions of your life, whether they're big ones or small ones, being in misalignment, not being your best self, you still deserve to be around people who see the good in you and point it out. If you find that you are hard to love, maybe it's because you've surrounded yourself with people who allow you to believe that, and they are not your people. Someone pointing out that you've acted in a bad way or a way that they don't agree with doesn't mean that they don't love you. But you've got to figure out if you're getting tough love or no love. And you'll be way less of an asshole when you learn that. When you're in alignment with yourself and you know who you are and you love the experiences that shaped you and you lean into that, anybody who would look at you like your journey is wrong or your mistakes are unforgivable or that they don't agree with the choices that you've made, and you can look in the mirror and genuinely love who you are and the things that shaped you, if they can't see the beauty in you despite their judgments, then they're not your people. They're not in alignment with where you're at. You know, I've been at this leadership conference, this class, with my company, and I immediately stood out to the people who are running it. And I have a lot of respect for the men and women in there. And I was saying a lot of things that they connect with, you know, the way that I choose to inspire and the things that I choose to bring into my life. Breath work, meditation, taking time to get my feet wet. And one of them asked me about my channel and if they could take a look. And I prefaced, I said, you know, I do astrology and I read cards. You know, I use a lot of tools and different modalities to help people. And the look of the energy that immediately came over his face, like, damn. They read cards. You know, the fear that was in his energy because he doesn't truly understand what I do or what cards are capable of when they're used for light. You know, people have the stigma with tarot and oracle cards and astrology that they've learned, so I don't hold it against him, you know, his judgments. But I don't know where I'd be if I didn't use these tools and listen to myself and look in my own mirror. And I found myself reacting to the energy, you know, and immediately felt the need to hide it, to make progress there. And sitting here this morning and even thinking on it last night, no matter how successful these people are in their own right and in their own lives, and no matter what I take away from my experience here, because I'm taking away a lot, there's a lot of beautiful energy here. I don't think I would ever feel comfortable with myself, feeling ashamed of what got me to where I am. Being present for everyone here, going through the journey, talking about my life, helping other people along the way. It is such a beautiful part of who I am. And it's okay to learn from people who are not like you. But you don't have to not be yourself and embrace who you are and the journey that you've been on to be successful. I don't feel less successful because these, you know, few people do not agree or understand what all of this is about. And in your life, looking at these cards, you will meet people who don't understand. You will meet people who disagree. You will meet people that fear and question things because they just don't understand. They just don't understand. And maybe one day they'll be open to understand and embrace certain things that they didn't know before. You know? Maybe they'll embrace meditation in a different way. Maybe they'll embrace cards in a different way. Maybe they'll embrace astrology in a different way. Maybe they'll embrace your magic and the beauty of crystals and essential oils and smudge, and maybe they'll see it in a different way one day, and how it really does all tie together like a missing piece. But in the meantime, their judgment of you is their own. And it doesn't have to be or become a part of the judgment that you place upon yourself. Don't be ashamed of who you are and where you come from. Because even if their path to success is a clear one and it's been replicated, it doesn't mean that there's not another path. You know, just because your parents or your boss or whoever got to their success a certain way doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice who you are and your heart to hearts with yourself and your soul with yourself to be successful. There's a million ways to be successful. And maybe your job here is to show them that there's 1,000,001. That there's 1,000,001 ways. It's not just that million. There's more to that. And you being who you are and following your path and listening to your rhythm and dancing to your own fucking song is so important. It's so important. The cards we have out here, we have the King of Pentacles with the Death card, the Strength card with the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Wands with the Five of Wands, and the reversed Queen of Cups with the Eight of Cups, with the Ace of Wands on bottom and the Ten of Swords on top. A lot of you have probably experienced betrayal. A lot of you have probably experienced anxiety and worry, feeling like you've lived in a nightmare when you've been called to be yourself, that you've had this illusion of being incapable of success put on you from other people whenever you decide to shine. Shine anyway. The sun comes up and rises for you anyway. Some people love the sun, some people curse it, but the sun rises anyway. The light in you is going to rise anyway. You don't have to surround yourself with people who make you feel like you and your light are hard to love. That you and your light cannot be successful if you don't do something their way. Do not ever stop being who you are and what feels right for you. What we manifest in this life changes all the time. We master one manifestation and reach the end of a road and everything changes. And we get to start a new experience with new people and new places and new things and new circumstances. And it's a part of our process. It's a part of our healing. It's a part of who we are and what is shaping us. We can never feel ashamed of that. We can never judge our own journey. The whole world can judge us, but damn if you're going to judge yourself. The whole world can look at you like you're crazy, or you don't know what you're talking about, or what you do is awful, or what you're into is not right, and it's not their journey. But it's yours. But it's yours. And the way you inspire people in the world is enough. It's more than enough. It's beautiful. The way that you inspire is beautiful. The people that you reach are unique to you. The people whose lives change because you're in it the way you are is unique to you. It's a part of your purpose here. It's a part of the fulfillment that you feel and the gratitude that you feel. Sometimes we have a lot of different options, a lot of different choices in front of us, and none of them are right. And you've got to quiet your ego and say, I don't have to be forced to take any road. Maybe none of the roads resonate with who I am and where I'm going. And maybe I do have to walk off the path. Maybe I do have to create a new one. Maybe I do have to show a different way. That's when you silence the fear. That's when you silence the shame. That's when you silence the doubt in yourself and you believe in who you are. Even if you don't know why you're here or where that path is going to take you, because literally no one's walked it before. But you're going to witness things and experience things and touch things in the experience that have never been touched. People who would have never been reached. Experiences that would have never been had by anyone because you walked your own path. What you desire and the path that you walk is going to irritate the demons in other people. They're going to ask you what the fuck you're doing. What are you thinking? There's so many paths. There's 7 paths in front of you. Why are you making a new one? Why can't you just choose a path that has already been laid out for you to walk? Respectfully, it's because none of those 7 paths are mine. I don't feel guided to take any of those paths. The path I'm taking is my own, and they're not going to like it, and they're going to argue with you, and they're going to tell you to come back on the path. Come back on the path that they're on. Come back on the path that they've been guided to. Come back on the path that has been walked before. But if it's not your path, it's not your path. The Queen of Cups in the reverse with the Eight of Cups is talking about the need to let go and surrender and move forward anyway. To take that first unknown step anyway. To take that step in self-belief and self-trust anyway. To not know where you're going, but know that it feels so right in your soul that you can't not walk the path you're called to. To walk the path you're called to, even if it was never there before you. It's there now because of you. The path that you are guided to take is there now because of you. And that is profound and amazing. That you are here in this life being called down a path that others have not previously taken. That you were the one meant to forge that path. That you were the one meant to step onto it and say, I know you're here. I know the path is here. Even if it's been overgrown, even if it's been long forgotten, even if it never existed until you. This is your rising. This is how your light rises into the world and creates beautiful ripples. You are a creatrix. You are an incredible mode of manifestation. Like a lotus that has grown out of the mud. The beauty of you that has taken shape in this life through all that you have been through. Just because the lotus grows out of the mud does not mean it deserves to be shamed because it chose to grow from mud. And reveal the beauty of mud. It's easy to love the flowers in a garden. But loving who you are and where you've come from and choosing to follow the beauty of your free will aligned with divine will, whatever that will would be. Just because some people don't truly understand the divine, even if they think they do, even if they think they understand, quote unquote, God, even if they think they understand what faith is. You don't know what faith is until you've taken a chance on yourself walking a path that no one's walked before. That is where you know the divine. That is where you know that your free will is in alignment with the divine's will, because you don't understand what it is, but you feel guided and called to it and you walk anyway. You weren't always like this. You have been created to become who you are. And it serves a purpose greater than most people could possibly understand. And that's amazing. Who you are and all that you've been through and all that you've come from, all that you've grown from, all that you've witnessed and experienced and allowed it to shape and reshape you, to break you and piece you back together. That's amazing. That you're here and you're living your life and you're figuring it out is amazing. That you're walking a path never walked before is amazing. And who you are, that deserves to be seen. That deserves to be seen. You wouldn't be here if the beauty of who you are didn't deserve to be seen. Didn't deserve to be loved. Didn't deserve to be valued. Of course you do. You deserve to be around people who look at you and all that you've been through and all that you've come from and all that has saved you and the power within yourself and be acknowledged. You are a powerful creator. And you have alchemized who you are, have taken lead experiences, toxic experiences with insane energies that are not in alignment with you, and allowed it to make you gold. Gold like the sun, shining. You deserve to watch your light rise. You walk what we call a hermit's journey. You walk the path alone and light the way and tackle the monsters, tackle the misaligned energy first. You are a leader. You are a leader. You light the way for others so that others can be guided to follow the path that they would have never seen without you walking it. They would have been easily swayed, easily taken off that path by others who said the same thing to them that they said to you. What are you doing? Walking that path is crazy. No one walks that. There's 7 paths in front of you. Pick one. And they would have succumbed to the pressure of self-doubt and shame for who they are. And they won't now. Because you walked that path, you weren't afraid to be yourself. To be your most beautiful self. Like the tears are flowing from my eyes. You are a way shower, a leader in this life, and your ripple is going to be far greater than you could ever imagine. Don't ever doubt the beauty of you. Don't ever doubt that your path is yours. And that you've walked it first for a reason. And if others can't see that, they're not your people. They're not meant to walk the same path as you, and that's okay. They've got their own. They're helping people and inspiring people and helping people alchemize in their own way. Best wishes and blessings to them. But you walk your path and you walk it proudly. You discover yourself and you discover yourself proudly. You be your best self and you be your best self always. You be a leader and you be the best leader always. No one can ever stop the sun from rising. Not a single soul can keep that sun down. And the sun proves it every day. And that is the message, guys. And I have faith that if you caught this message in divine time, that it will serve you well on your path. I encourage you to walk it proudly. To walk it proudly. To walk it with gratitude. With gratitude for the strength you have that got your feet moving one in front of the other in a path that no one's ever walked. You deserve all of the best success in life. Forever, now, and always. I love you guys. My strength and support is with you the whole way. Have an amazing, blessed day. Take care, everybody.